That is the only reason I was able to do it.
Interesting.
Now, we didn't do it all the time. We did it a couple times, very rarely. But this is the argument that you get. And this is where I always find seating and everything so funny is, and this happens with, I'm not just picking on wrestling, it happens with wrestling, hockey, basketball. It doesn't matter what sport it is, soccer, everything. I will have a coach be adamant, standing on the table, screaming and yelling that this is the way that it should be, blah, 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 that we need to be doing it this way. That same thing happens the next year, and they are standing on the table screaming the exact opposite thing. I'm not exaggerating. I've seen it happen hundreds of times in 15 years.
Hey, yes.
And my thing would be is if you did something like that, and where I can kind of go with it a little bit is okay, West, you're the number one seed. You have this amazing record. Okay, well, we don't want you to play Eagle River. Now, let's say that the seven seed was West Valley. Okay. Well, West Valley, we're going to switch you to the eight seed so that you're not playing a conference opponent. You're not playing Diamond, let's say. You're going to play West. And now Eagle River, you're going to play Diamond because the one seed shouldn't have that. Well, then Diamond is going to be up in arms like, well, we were the two seed. We had a whole year and we fought for that two seed. We should have this number seven, not the, six or something like that,
Yeah.
which I can understand. I get all that, but it all goes back to when you only have 11 teams. And and talking with some individuals, I understand why the Rail Belt Conference does not do a conference tournament anymore for hockey.
Right.
What's the point?
No,
You don't have
I
a,
agree.
and I think the Cook Inlet Conference, now it's definitely different than in years past now to do this, but don't have a conference tournament. You have, I mean, in reality, most of the time, the Cook Inlet Conference will have five teams.
Right.
They'll have
Right.
five. They have a minimum of four, but the two at larges, they generally get five. I would say get rid of the at
And
larges. If I was the czar of hockey, get rid of the at larges. CIC gets five, and Rail Bell gets three. I mean,
yeah.
and that's it. Get rid of the at larges, and then you could go back to a conference rotation if you really wanted to, because there's not very many
Well,
teams. You can go back and forth. You could do a conference rotation.
okay. And then let's throw this scenario out there. Is Division One hockey even worthy of two conferences? Why is it not
I
one?